sort of blessed on this journey because you have said that you were a natural born Vairagi. Emotions did not rule you, even when you were a child. And you credit part of it to your parents. You say that they were Vairagis themselves, and you talk about incidents from your childhood where you came back at midnight, sometimes from school after an event, and found that your parents were fast asleep, door was locked, while everybody else's parents were at the school asking, where is my son, where is my daughter? But your parents were fast asleep, and it used to annoy you in the beginning. But now you're grateful for that whole genes, the hereditary treasure of detachment that they gave to you. That's wonderful. But today's, I want to ask you this, Swamiji, on behalf of young people, I think, and on behalf of the parents of young people like myself. I've seen that in the last few years, this particular generation of young people, they are they are not only not detached, they are deeply attached, not only to issues and people that surround them or occur in their orbit, but deeply emotional about injustices that happen anywhere in the world to people they don't know. So there's a deep compassion, like there's a deep river of compassion running in them, but it manifests as a lot of emotion and helplessness. They feel they cannot control what's going on. How do I help? As it's my responsibility as a good human being to help. How can you be so cold? That's what we hear as parents. You are so cold, you are so, not, they don't say detached, they use other words, like you're so disconnected from what is happening in the world. You are so happy just being in your little world of privilege, and you don't engage with the world. So in the Gita, Krishna is saying, be detached, be detached, be detached. And in fact, he tells Arjuna that if the more detached you are, the better you're able to do your work. So I want to ask you, what message do you have for these children, and how can detachment
Well,
actually help you do your work better?
in your question, there are many questions involved. I don't know whether we have the time, but at least the most essential part I have to reply.
Yeah, please.
First of all,
Yes.
what the story of my parents, it does not fully explain the Vairagya part of it, but a strain of Vairagya I got from them. That is what we say. But they were not sannyasis; they had the proper way. Second thing, the most important thing is that Vairagya, I always translate in English as impersonality and impartiality. Impersonality and impartiality. I never use the word detachment there. Generally, because the word has come from means raga means color. Viraga means colorless. And you can also say raga means raga dvesha both. That is, raga
Yeah.
means clinging to what you like, and dvesha means hating what you dislike. So vairagya means not to have raga dvesha. The whole Bhagavad Gita is on that only, that not to how to get freed of the raga dvesha. Now, if we don't cling to what we like, and we hate what I dislike, then what happens is that we can see things as they are, because our vision is always colored by our likes and dislikes. So vairagya is a quality which gives us clarity, which gives us a clear vision. And
Mm.
with that vairagya, everything will become clear. So you will not
Mm.
have the hindrance of your various colors, that me, mine,
Yeah.
others, selfishness, this, that, and all. They will not interfere with that. So you will be able
Mm.
to do everything much better. Now, the other side of it, that generally we think that people run away from the family because they are detached and they don't stay with the parents and go away because of detachment. It is just the opposite. Actually, a real sannyas is when you cannot stay in the smallness of a family, when the whole world becomes your own family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is really expressed in sannyasa. So
Mm.
when the whole world is you have embraced, you cannot be partial to anybody. You have to go out, and you have to see, unless you go out of your family life, nobody will come with their problems or the solutions they want. Many people, your mother may not like, or your husband may not like, and they'll be, why are you allowing this person to enter our house? So many things will happen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
actually, it A sannyasa, a real sannyasin, is a person who has embraced the whole world. Just like as just now I said that the consciousness or the Atma, it is actually the
Yeah.
whole world is appearing on that. How is it possible? It
Yeah.
is for the Vairagya of the Atma. The greatest Vairagyan we know of is our own identity, real identity. The Atma is the greatest Vairagyan because it doesn't get tinted by anything, tainted by anything, doesn't get modified by anything at all. It remains whatever it is. So more and more
Right.
our mind becomes Atma. It is not that we lose our sensitivity. Actually, it is a tremendous sensitivity. In Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, it says that when the sattva guna enhances in our personality, then sarvadvareshu prakasha upajayate jnanam yada. So forget about the gunatita level. That is the last, going beyond all the three gunas. But in even if we pursue the spiritual path so that the sattva guna enhances quite much, you will find that your sensitivity has grown tremendously. You will know what is happening here, there. Seeing a person, you will know what are the thoughts in his mind, what are the uh, sorrows one is having. Everything will be coming to light. So it is wrong to call that such a person will be stony or not compassionate. He will be much more
Hmm.
compassionate, but because he is compassionate to all, he will not be partial.
Yeah.
In other cases, because our compassion is not for all, we are very partial. Is it
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.